Well, it's not even about that. I can deal with virtually anybody on here, but I just think all of the videos that are coming out. Phil spoke the okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Just going to let a few more people come in and then we'll get started. Mm. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. Good to see everybody in the chat. This won't be long. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and anybody that joins in can just come into the chat. All right. Last night, I had Phil on, and I asked him a lot of questions that, in fact, most of the questions that I asked came directly from the chat that I was reading to him to answer. A lot of people were not satisfied with that. So, I'm not trying to be cold or brash at this point, but if you do not like the fact that I brought Phil on and interviewed him and spoke to him so that he can give his side of things, then the best thing for you to do is start your own channel and do it the way you want to do it. You know what? At least I brought Phil on so that you could hear things directly from him. What are all of these other people out here doing? They're just putting one video after the next. Are they having him on? Are they talking to him? Are they trying to get their side and rebut him? They're not doing anything but putting out a rash of videos. And then when I asked people, okay, and I'm willing to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So if you have any videos on Phil saying that his wife was Black, provide the video and I will bring him back on and confront him with it. When I have said that to people, you know what they have said back to me? Well, Radical Sister said she spoke to him and he said this, this, and this. Now, let me flip this back over on you. Let's say I've known you online for a while. I've interacted with you, never had any problems or drama with you. But this one person came along and said something about you. So according to you, because there's no other proof except for this word of this one person, should I now turn on you and not hear anything you got to say? Should I do that to you if you and I interacted for a while online and one person, and we have no other evidence, one person said this about you, and I come to you, I put in that comment section all morning, provide me with a video. I promise you, I will confront Phil. If you give me the video of him saying his wife was Black, I will bring him back on and I will put it dead in his face. And all I'm getting from people is, well, the Radical Sister said she spoke to him and this is what he said. So again, I'm asking all of you in the comment section, if somebody did that to you, how do you think I would react if someone came and said Cameron and Sonny and YouTube LLC and Chief Taintus, all of you, Timothy, somebody came and said this to about you to me, and there was nothing else provided, no video, no hardcore evidence, do you think it would be fair if I turned on you? I'm just asking you, do you think it would be fair if I turned on you? Or do you think it would be fair if I brought you on so that you can explain things for yourself? You know, whether you liked Phil's answer or you felt he was gaslighting or whatever term that you are saying, okay, so Tektronic logic. Okay, so he put the video out. Okay, but again, I'm asking all of you genuinely, if Phil said his wife was black and you got evidence of that, please provide it. You think I won't slam him in the face with it? I will. I will. I wouldn't do any of you like that. I have seen you in my comment section. I've seen you on my videos. I've looked at your opinions, and it's all good. But if one person came and tarnished your name to me, I wouldn't turn on you. I would at least give you the benefit of the doubt to explain yourself. So that's all I was doing when I did the live stream last night. I wouldn't go and just put a whole series of videos. August Dream. Oh my God, did you hear about August Dream? Somebody told me this about her. It must be true. I'm going to spread it all over that you lied, August Dream. You said you were a Chinese woman. You lied. You know, I'm not going to do that to you. I would at least come to you, bring you on my channel, let you explain your side. Tell me, look, this ain't come from nobody but this one person. And no, I'm not a Chinese woman. Okay. So if you think after listening to that interview, there's something shady about him, you can't trust anything he says from here on out. You don't like his answers. The best thing I can say to each and every one of you, it's very simple. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Unsubscribe. Keep it moving. You know, Brother Maurice, I love you, man. I love you to death, you know, but, you know, I'm just going to say this openly to you only because you've done a live stream. I don't know why you did that live stream with Tariq from Reality Temple, but I think that was really beneath you. You know, I think that you are a brother with a very good message, and I've always respected you on your channel, Maurice, but I think you are really lowering yourself by talking to that man in any capacity. And that's how I really, truly feel about that situation. You are way above him. But that's all I want to say. You know, if you all got this evidence, please provide it. I'm dead serious. If you got any video of him forming his lips saying my wife is black, she is a black Mexican, you will see another hangout come on. He will be on here, and I'll put that video right dead in his face. And I really truly mean it. But all of this, he said this to me. Well, none of us were there when he said it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was there when he said it. So how do I go by that? So, you know, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to be fair in this whole thing. I would never listen to a rumor about any of you and not give you a chance to speak your piece. That's all I'm saying. That wouldn't be right. I always thought that we had a level of respect with each other. Yeah, well, you know what, Reggie, she could be white Hispanic. A lot of people are saying that. Phil is saying no, but I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know what kind of people. He said there's black people in her family. Again, I can only listen to what he said. There's no evidence of it because we haven't seen her whole family. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, I can't make you like or dislike anybody online. And that was never my purpose of being online in the first place. My purpose was to enlighten my people so that you are not so blind to the things that are going on. Look, I'm blind for to a lot of things that are going on too. Do I support interracial relationships? You're going to hear this straight from me. Hell to the no. Hell no. I don't. And I have met several people. Some are my subscribers that said they have swirled before in the past, but they don't now. Do I not deal with them? No, 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 I don't. I just wanted you to hear directly from him. I didn't want to put out a whole series of videos. I'm gonna eat this man, don't have no credibility. You can't trust him. Oh my God, listen to him. I don't believe him. Now you heard his answers. A lot of people didn't like the fact that he said he wasn't pro-black. You heard that directly from him. It was no hearsay from anyone else. A lot of people still don't like the fact that he put all those ratchet videos out. You heard his answer about that. So there is no more things in doubt as far as what came from him and what didn't come from him. But all I'm saying to you, all of you out there that are still listening to me and didn't get all frustrated and left, or you're giving me the side eye, I would have given you the same chance if rumors were out there about you. Just understand that. If somebody came and said S. Wiseman is not who she says she is, S. Wiseman said X, Y, and Z, this is not who she is, she's a fraud. I would come to S. Wiseman and bring you on this panel and let you speak your piece because it's only the right thing to do. And another reason why I did it, ladies and gentlemen, is because many of you were flooding my email with this situation. I got hit with a lot of emails about this. And I said, okay, well, if I'm going to reply to this, let me just have Phil on and he can tell you whatever he needs to say right to you. And it's no middleman or second and third hearsay stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. If it came off bias, I do apologize for that because it was never intended to be bias. It was all about you hearing from him. There is no more doubt about where you stand after you heard his answers. That's all I was doing. So if you are still completely turned off, then the best thing for you to do is just unsubscribe from him and just keep it moving and go to those channels of people that you do trust. Plain and simple. Yes, I saw the comments. I read through them. But no, I believe black people should be for black people. Black men should be for black women. Black women should be for black men. That's what I believe. But I'm not so naive that I don't understand that there are people that are weak and they have thrown in the towel and went to the other side looking for men and women. I also understand that. Yes, Chris, yes, they did. People did. People sent me a bunch of emails looking for a reaction from me. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. Phil has been very good to me. He has. Just before my channel was shut down, Phil from the Advise Show saw the chattering on a white supremacist website, and he came and dropped me an email tipping me off of what their intentions were about my channel. Now, I never told you guys that, but this is what Phil did for me. He told me what was coming. All of these other Black YouTubers that are jumping down his throat, they didn't do nothing like that for me, but he did. He saw the white supremacists chattering about my channel, chattering about taking me out, and he came right to me and he dropped an email letting me know that these white supremacists were targeting me. So I'm sorry if you feel a kind of way about him, but I have to, for somebody that did something like that for me, I have to give them some respect. I may not agree with his choice, but I still have to give him some respect for at least doing that. Nobody looked out for me like that except for him. Now, many of you have come and you were, coming to me when my channel was pulled, and you said, things like, they just pulled you off because you're telling the truth. And that's deeply appreciated too. But he was the only one that tipped me off prior to it happening. No one else did. And it just makes me sick that we can't be strong enough as a family to fight our true enemy. And if he is doing something wrong in the sight of the Most High, it will be dealt with. You can best believe it. He's not going to be spared because he's Phil. Yeah, I believe you, S. Perry, but I'm just saying, all the qualities about Phil are not bad. It's just like all the qualities about me are not good, and all my qualities are not bad. There is imperfection in all of us. But one thing I won't do, I'm not going to make a series of videos trashing any one of you, even if I don't agree with you. I'm not going to get on the can and do this, because for the one thing we got in common, you are my brother, you are my sister. That comes before anything else. And then if I don't agree with you, let me tell you how much I would agree with you. If the enemy walked in here, you and I could be having a deep argument right now. You and I, and this has happened in person in my life. You and I could be having a deep argument right now. And a white supremacist can come in the room and start, I'm automatically on your side when that white supremacist is around. That's how I operate. When that white supremacist is before us, I'm on your side. Period. I don't care what our disagreements are. I'm on your side. That's the kind of person I am. And I have done that before. I know you would have, Brother Maurice, because one thing about you, you are genuine as hell. And that I do know about you. But the only reason why Phil was able to do that, because Phil monitors those white supremacist sites. So he's able to see those attacks coming before anyone else. So a lot of our people are not monitoring those sites like he is. He is just sitting back and just pulling the sites up and just watching what they're talking about. You know, I don't want us to be divided. I seriously don't. It really hurts me deeply to see our people dividing online when we got so many problems that we need to talk about and work on. All of the divisions just hurt us. You know, people of other races would not be an issue if we would just stop making a big deal out of them. And it's good to be conflicted, Alicia. You should be, because you know what? That's a human thing for you to feel conflicted about something. You know, that's normal. But at the end of the day, do you realize you're going to come to a conclusion about what you should do? That's normal. No, I don't believe anybody should be called bed wenches and bed bucks and stuff. I don't use that terminology a lot. If you notice on my channel, I don't use hi Queen True Royal. I don't use that terminology a lot. I don't even use the N word a lot on my channel. And those are things that I do by choice, plain and simple. I know I don't have to do that. I can conform and just go along and N word this and MF for this, you no good, but that's not the direction that I want to take my channel in. That's all I'm saying. I just think this has been taking too much of a toll on our people. And look at it in just a short period of time. It's taking toll on us like this online. And you know what? Our cause of getting out of all of this oppression is way bigger than Phil. And that's where we have to look at the bigger picture. And this is so, this is so unfortunate that this is happening in the midst of our family right now. It really hurts. You know, it hurts deeply to see us like this. You know, unfortunately, we are going to have people in the midst that are swirling, but they want to come in the Black community and still have their voice. These things are going to happen. It's never going to go away as long as we're here. And we're going to have people that look like us and be our biggest opposer. We're going to have that online as well. Okay. If there's, well, Jay Carlos, if you just can't trust somebody, then the best thing for you to do is distance yourself from them. I would never tell you to go along with something that you don't trust. That's all I'm saying. I'm not caping for bed wenches, and you being very disingenuous. Yeah. Shalom, Elena. You're right, Astarte Jones. You really, a lot of people feel that way, and it's a legitimate thing that you're saying. It is hard to fathom that someone is all about their people, but they are sleeping with somebody totally different from them. Well, people are just being their self, oh Tara. They're just being themselves. Yeah, Leonard, there's a lot of people disappointed. I understand. You have every right to feel that way. Yeah, I mean, That's all I'm saying is, I just had him on so you could hear everything directly from him. I figured that was better than putting out a series of rant videos. Well, 12 Pearl, you have a legitimate point. So if you feel there is something that you can't trust about him, then the best thing to do is just unsubscribe and go to those channels where you feel like you can trust. It's okay, y'all. Hold on. All right, that gets rid of them. I can't make I can't make you trust Phil in one hangout. That's impossible. So if you listen to what he said and you still have doubt, then it is just no point in you just continuing to listen to him at that point. Emily, you raise a good question. Can a swirler be trusted? I've seen different types of swirlers, believe it or not, Emily. I've seen swirlers that, want to hang on to their blackness. And I have seen swirlers that have completely defected to the other side. And the only thing that's keeping them from looking white is their skin, their black skin. I've seen that too. Yeah, like I said, I did ask him about the ratchet videos, and he did answer that question if you want to go back and listen to the interview. He was saying he was a very different person back then. Do I believe people can change? Yes. Mhm. Well, see, Yapo, you have every right to feel that way. You can draw your own conclusions. I'm not gonna bash you either way. If you heard what Phil said and you think that you can still tolerate listening to him, then that's fine. If you heard what he said and you feel that there are still things that you just don't trust, then I would recommend that you unsubscribe and just keep it moving. I don't know who he is, to be honest with you. I saw that name come up, Tectonic Logic. I don't know who he is. Well, if I'm an agent, then why are you here in my chat listening to an agent? So who's the bigger fool? Okay, well, Darlene B, you have the right to feel that way. She says, right now, I like Phil until he start hurting the family. I will keep listening to his message. There you go. Yeah. You know, Let me tell you something. Nobody is above judgment, y'all. Okay. I don't care what your name and your title and how many subscribers you got. Um, none of us are above judgment. And we will all be judged on our deeds. Every last one of us, even those that are pointing fingers right now, you will be judged too. Yeah, well, the trolls will be trolls. You know what, Tim? We should hold each other accountable. I'm not sure if we should be doing it on the world stage where the whole planet can see it happen, but there is nothing wrong with us being accountable when it comes down to each other, but not to the enemy. We owe them no accountability at all. We don't owe them anything. Absolutely. We sure do. Kim, that's why I stopped listening to those camps out on the street. They do know some scripture. I will give them that much. But even they promote swirling by putting all of those groups that really truly don't belong on those charts. That's what they're doing. They're promoting swirling. Well, we all have the right to our opinion, you know, and like I said, I would never take that away from anybody. But all I'm saying to you all is if somebody came to me, and I'm going to put this out there again, if somebody came to me and told me something about you, and there was no other evidence that this happened or didn't happen, okay, there's no evidence that it happened or didn't happen, I would still have you on here and let you tell me what you need to say. I would at least give you that benefit of the doubt. I don't know, Pearl, 12 Pearls. I don't know whether he did or not. I know a lot of people did. In fact, there are people that come to my videos and still talk about the 12 tribe chart and think it's legitimate. A lot of them do. And that's really sad. For us to be in the home stretch, and there's a lot of people that believe all of these folks they got on that chart are our people. They're not our people. And unfortunately, we're going to come to the very end and they're still going to believe that. Yeah, we have to be strong and we have to come back to sticking together. And those that deserve to be judged, they will be judged. Yeah, you're right, Nicole. Secrets revealed can view as deceptive, Ayapo. Okay, love like the sun. Oh, Jay Tabas. Okay, that's a funny one. I haven't heard that in a long time. We are, S. Perry. You bring up, we are very scarred by white supremacy. We are. We are, and it shows when we fight each other. It very much shows. No, Astarte Jones, it's up to you. Forgiveness of a person or not, that's really up to you. It's up to you whether you want to forgive or not. No, we're not under an obligation to do so. But I think that we have spent way too much time forgiving the enemy and not forgiving each other. I do believe that. But I'm not, I'm not here. And let me just make this very clear again. I'm not here to change your mind. If you feel a certain way, then you go right ahead and feel that way. If you want to feel that you're okay and you want to still listen to Phil's message, that's okay too. I'm not going to beat you up either way. But all I'm saying is if somebody put something out about you and hold on one second. All right, hold on one second. Okay. All right. That should do it for that person. Okay, all I'm saying is if somebody put a rumor out or said, I had a conversation with so and so and they said this, they told me this, but no one else is coming with that evidence. No one, and I have told each and every one of you, I'm going to say this again. If you got the video of him saying, my wife is a black Mexican, my wife is black, I will bring Phil right back on here and put that video dead in his face. But I'm not getting that from y'all. All I'm getting is so-and-so said they had a conversation with him and so-and-so said this is what he said. Okay, that's fine and good. But no, I'm not going to go on that. So again, if any of you come across this video of him saying that he had a black wife or she was a black Mexican or she was a black Latina or black whatever, please bring it to me and I will pull Phil back over here and we will all gather together and listen to that video as one. Okay, well, JT, if you did, that's great, but we need something tangible right now. We need something tangible right now, if it exists. Yeah, I don't know whether he did or not, Mimi Doll. I don't know. I don't go quite that far back with Phil like some of you might. I realize he's been on here for quite some time, and some of y'all go way back more than others. But all I'm saying is in the time that I went back, I didn't hear those things, but it's not to say it didn't happen. I'm just telling you, I didn't hear it. That's all I'm saying. So if it does exist and some of you know it exists, like I said, the moment you find it, I will notify him, say, can you please come back on? And we will all gather together and listen to the video of him saying his wife was black. It is. It's a distraction. And until somebody bring me something, this is actually the last time I'm going to be talking about this, y'all. I'm serious. This is the last time I'm going to be talking about this from here on out, unless one of y'all pop up with this evidence of him saying his wife is black. then I'm not going to retouch this subject anymore. That's all I'm going to say. Well, he talked about his ratchet videos last night in the live stream. He did, those questions did come up and he did answer those questions. So you might want to go back to the video. Well, yeah, William Bell, anybody can go out here and delete videos. That is very true. But all I'm saying is if what you're saying to me is these things happen, then the next video I do will be on him coming back here and me putting the video in his face. That's all I'm saying to you. But as for everything else, it is, to me, it's a bunch of hearsay until you can give me something tangible. Just like I would do the same thing for you. If someone said to me, Kim Jones has white boyfriends out here, and I didn't hear this from anybody else, I'm going to have Kim Jones on to tell me, hell no, I ain't got no damn white man out here somewhere stashed away. I will give you the benefit of the doubt to come here and say that. But if you felt like I heard the live stream, I still don't trust him, then okay. That's how you walked away from it, then okay. Well, yeah, Mimi Doll, yeah, talking, out of both sides can be dangerous. I mean, again, if you felt like he was like that and disingenuous, then there's no need in going any further with him on his channel. Oh no, I'm not, Christopher, I'm not discouraged at all. I'm not. I just wish that we would just stop falling apart online. Unfortunately, there are some people that enjoy this and they're sick. But I just don't feel like I just don't feel like it's right to put somebody's spouse online when we already saw what happened to Tariq Nasheed. In that situation, that could have easily turned out bad, but it didn't. Just like I don't think somebody's criminal record should be announced online. And I don't think your kids should be shown if you got an issue with that. I don't believe those things should be done. Yes, please go ahead and vent your anger and disappointment, Emily. That's what you should do. I don't know. I don't know what his intentions are, Devin, legally. I don't know. I don't know. No, of course, KD, we're supposed to clean up our houses. Of course we are. I'm not refuting that. Yeah, there are. And ladies and gentlemen, another thing I want to put out here, don't look at YouTubers as leaders. Okay? We are providing you with information, but don't look at anybody out here on YouTube as your leader. And that's all I'm saying. You won't be disappointed if you never looked at them as a leader in the first place. Yes. Yes, we do, Brother Maurice. We do. We have to develop our own code and our own process to deal with stuff like this. Absolutely. We sure do. Yes. Shout. Uhuru. Yes, absolutely. Don't look at any of these people as leaders because that's not what they are, y'all. They are not leaders. Okay. Yeah, I understand. And I was and still is patron of Phil. I'm a patron to even Radical Sister. I'm her patron. So I wouldn't snatch my money back from either one of them because I was trying to support Black. Radical Sister, I'm one of her patrons. And I have been since she had a Patreon account up and running. I've been a patron. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ayapo, you're right. Many people out here open themselves up to problems. They really do. So I just wanted you to know where I stood. And I don't know. I don't know. She has several channels. Shout, you probably can just look for her out there. She's still there. Well, he did answer that question. The only thing I can say, about the pro-Black question is just to listen to the live stream from last night. He did address that. Okay, he did address it. Now, whether you like the answer or not, that's a whole different issue. But he did address that and he did answer. And a lot of the questions that I gave him came directly out of the chat. So you didn't think I was trying to do anything other than, whatever your issues were in the chat, I tried to give that to him. And of course, I couldn't get to all of them because everything goes by so fast. Yeah, I don't, I don't know what, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just not a big person on doing stuff like that. But whatever her reason was, I guess she felt like it was a good reason for doing it. That's all. Well, Scales, unfortunately, you're going to hear hypocrisy from many people for the rest of your life because that is how things are. If you feel like he should never talk about swirling, then you have the right to feel that way. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. All I'm saying is I brought him on so you could hear everything directly from him and not a bunch of hearsay videos. That's all I did. Thank you, RLI. Shalom, Lioness. Yeah, everybody everybody feels, a certain way, and you can feel any way you like, you know? I am burnt out from it, Ayapo too. This is why this is the very last video I'm gonna do on it. Like I said, the only way I'll do another video, if one of y'all can equip me with a video or some evidence that he said his wife was black, then this is a dead issue after this video for me. I gotta get back to what I do, plain and simple. Yeah, King Hebrew, we certainly been pipped by many of our own. That is very much the truth, you know. Um, he doesn't come off like that to me, but you may have a whole different perception about him. I think there's only so long you can beat a dead horse. And this is definitely a dead horse at this point. I just don't believe that we should be going all over the top with this. Phil is not the first swirler on this earth, and he certainly won't be the last one. Okay, there's many more coming right behind him. Yeah, Reggie, you're right. The black community have been hustled countless times. I mean, I can go as far back as when I was a child watching all of these pulpit pimps on Sunday doing it to our people. So, yes, I mean, we've been pimped forever. Yes. It most certainly does, as Thompson. It most certainly does say that. All right, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to speak my last piece about this whole thing for the last time. And I'm just going to let it go from this point on. Those that want to continue to put their videos out, they can do so, but I will not be clicking on to watch. I got my own thing that I do over here on my channel, and that's what I'm going to go right back to doing. Plain and simple. We're wasting our royal energy on something that can easily be resolved. If you don't support Phil, don't go back to his channel. If you no longer like me because of what I said, you can unsubscribe. I mean, no one is stuck listening to me at all. Yeah, I'm sure he feels a certain way. I mean, you are talking about his wife, even if you don't like the color of her, she's still his wife. So, yes, he's going to feel a certain way. Okay, jet black, she's white. You don't, August Dream. If you don't like their choice in spouse, you do not have to support it. Yes, Nicole, I love your videos, by the way. You're upset that I'm not outraged? How can I be outraged? I've been looking at swirling my whole life from people around me. So what do you want me to be outraged about? It's not like it's the first time in my life I've seen swirling. I've seen swirling as a child. I've seen it all through my adulthood from different people around me. I don't know why I have to be so enraged about it when I've seen it forever now. All right, everybody, I'm not going to hold everyone up any longer. I just want to say thank you for coming. Families have fights. We're going to always have issues that we don't see eye to eye on, but I just want you to know I still love each and every one of you. I may not always see your point of view, but it doesn't mean that I don't still care and consider you my brother or my sister. Plain and simple. But this should not be the biggest topic of our day. Somewhere along the line, we're going to have to move on. But everybody, just be on the lookout for my next upcoming videos, and peace, family.